Hey everybody, it's Tracy Lamar Ray again from Glom Initiatives, and I'm coming to you with another video. I want to let you all know that if you are liking what you are seeing, you may want to subscribe and also hit the notifications so you will get a nice warning notification when the videos drop weekly. So I've had a conversation recently and someone asked me to do a video on confidence. So I thought about it and I said, what could I say about confidence that would be useful or helpful to people? Because I guess we all struggle with that from time to time. So what I really realized was that we are talking about self-doubt. And that is also something that all of us struggle with from time to time, I'm sure, because I know that I have. Even in producing these videos for you, self-doubt comes up on a regular basis. So what is willpower? Willpower is the energy required to do hard things. So when I think about self-doubt, I wonder, why do we doubt ourselves? Do we doubt that we have the willpower to accomplish the task, the goal, or the objective that we desire? Or is it that we feel that we don't have the capability to do what it is that's necessary? Or could it be that we concern ourselves with how the product will be received by others or perceived by others? So there's a lot of things that keep us in the place of self-doubt. But I think it's good to explore the fact that doubt is a belief. So these are all self-beliefs. And cognitive behavioral therapy tells us that our thoughts and beliefs predict our emotions, predict our behavior. So hold on to that for a second. Let's repeat that. Thoughts equate to emotions, equate to behavior. So if our thoughts and beliefs tell us that we don't have the capability to do something, then there is an emotional response to that. And then those emotions dictate how we behave and how we act. So if there's something that we're trying to accomplish or something that we're trying to achieve, but in our mind, we believe that we cannot do it, or that we're not capable of doing it, or that we'll execute poorly, then what ends up happening is our actions, we will self-sabotage, or we will procrastinate, or we will maybe not start the task or give up on it altogether, because again, that belief system, that self-belief tells us that we're inadequate, that we can't get the thing done well enough. And then of course, there's the perfectionism monster. So that, okay, if it's not perfect, then I can't do it. Or if I can't control every aspect of this particular task or this particular objective, then and I can't execute it perfectly, then it won't be worthy, so I won't start. So these are the kinds of feedback loops that we get stuck in our minds that keep us from moving forward. So if success is based on our strengths, then it would be useful for us to know what our strengths are. Number one, identify those. Number two, play to our strengths. So we can do work around identifying and understanding and creating a little bit more self-knowledge about what we're good at. And if we're not good at getting up early in the morning to shoot video for YouTube, then perhaps it makes more sense, or would be more useful or helpful, to shoot the videos at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not what we're doing today, but that's just an example. So you need to play to your strengths, but it's important for you to know what your strengths are. The other thing that can help us move the needle on self-belief is, well, first of all, before I talk about move the needle, let's think about these emotions as a continuum instead of self-confidence or self-doubt and courage being black and white. let's think about emotions. I like to think about emotions as an arc or as a continuum. So we're never really black or white. It either is or isn't. There's always gray area in between. So how do we move the needle on self-doubt and move towards more courage? That's what we're always looking to do. We want to try to shift our perspective just marginally, and I've talked about this in a lot of other videos. Just if we can move the needle of our perception and our perspective just a small amount, it allows us to open up that creativity and release a little bit of the fear and anxiety and move forward. So how do we move the needle on self-doubt so we can move it towards a little bit more confidence? Play to our strengths. That's number one. Number two, let's think about achievement. So these negative self assessments that we are lazy, that we are not good enough, that it's not going to be, a perfect product. All of that can be counteracted if you can think about experiences and instances where those things were not true. So think about a time that you actually showed up and you did something and you did it well. Think about situations where you did something hard, and whether it was perfect or not perfect, you were able to accomplish that. So it's important to counteract the negative self-talk and the negative self-belief and that thought, because then it changes your emotional attachment to that thought, and then you can shift your behavior. So when you think about the things that you already have achieved and that you've done well, that helps you move away from that negative self-belief and move a little bit more towards, okay, I have the confidence that I can do this and I can get this done. Regardless of whether it's perfect, I can do it. If you enjoy what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you great video content. Do you have the courage to show up for your own life? To realize your vision and unlock your potential, contact Glom Initiatives at 757-550-4987 or glominitiatives.com.